Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Callie, and today I'm going to be going through my August TBR. I'm really excited to start off August. I am still on a huge book high. Sarah and I just got back from Apollycon yesterday morning, so we're still kind of writing that. We've read a bunch of the ebooks that we were able to meet the authors of. But I'm going to go through my official TBR for the month of August. As always, the first couple of books that I read in the month are rereads to finish series. The series for this month is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I've read books 1 and 2, and I devoured them. I gave them both 5 stars. They are fantastic war-inspired stories, and they are gritty, they are dark, but phenomenal books. So I'm really excited to finally get to The Burning God, which is the third and final book in the trilogy. Up next, I have The Beast Player by Nahoko Uehashi. I'm really sorry if I butcher that. This is a translated story, and I've really mainly heard that it is very Studio Ghibli inspired. Even the cover gives very Studio Ghibli vibes. And I love all of those films, so I picked this up and I'm really excited to start this story. Up next, I have Unsold by Neal Shusterman. This is the third book in the Unwind series. I've been slowly reading this series over the past couple of months, and I really enjoy the story. We're following this weird dystopian society where children during their late teen years can be chosen to be unwound by their parents, which was a weird accord that happened in book 1 or prior to book 1, but the story is really ramping up and it's so intriguing to be in the minds of these kids who are hiding from being unwound. We're being introduced to more and more characters, and it's such a fascinating book series. So I'm excited to jump into book 3. Up next, I have The Betrothed by Kiera Cass. I haven't read a Kiera Cass book in a while. I don't think I've read any since I finished the Selection series a couple years ago, and this is her newest series. I believe that it's a duology, and the second book came out either earlier this summer or late last summer. I don't remember. But I'm curious as to this story. It's about a girl that gets betrothed. I'm sure there's a love triangle. I don't know. I'm intrigued because I like Kiera Cass and I like the Selection, but I haven't heard great things about this book series, so we will find out what my thoughts are. Next, I have Crown of Oblivion by Julie Eshbau, and I have been dying to read this book for some time. This follows a girl who is essentially the body double to this evil princess. And when the people finally demand justice from the princess, they use her, our main character, to compete in these trials to bring about a better name for said evil princess. But I think she ends up getting exposed as a body double during the trials. I'm not super sure. I heard body double and trials, and that was kind of what sold me on the entire story. Up next, I have Stolen Time by Danielle Rollins. Danielle Rollins is also known as Danielle Vega, and I really liked her Merciless series, which was Mean Girls meets The Exorcist. This is a series about time travel, and it's also a love story, so I don't know. I liked the Merciless. I didn't like the Haunted, but I'm still intrigued as to this. I have not been having good luck with time travel books. I've liked one of the few that I've been reading, so I'm intrigued to see if maybe time travel books just aren't for me, but nonetheless, I know I like her writing style. I know she writes very fast-paced stories, and I'm intrigued to see how she handles a love story compared to a horror thriller type story. Up next, I have Slay by Brittany Morris. This follows a young girl in high school who is an honor student, but when she is at home and online, she is this huge person in this Black community-driven card game called Slay. And she's saying that the main plot is defending that space. So I'm really intrigued by this. I love a good hacker gaming software type of story like Warcross and Wildcard. They were really well done, so I'm excited to get to this. I've heard nothing but great things about this story. Next, I have The Tiger at Midnight by Swati Teerdhala. I've heard really good things about this, and this book has been going around TikTok. So naturally, I've had a copy of this, so I pushed it up on my TBR. We're following an assassin girl and a soldier, and the tagline is kill the general, find the assassin, evade the soldiers, save the country, don't fall in love. So it seems like it's going to be a romance between an assassin and a soldier, which seems like it is a great setup for good banter and just overall sassiness, which I adore. I also really love Arabian-inspired stories, so I am very, very excited to jump into this world. I believe this series is not quite done or just finished. Next I have Shadowfrost by Coco Ma. This is a kind of standard YA story. There is a demon running around this kingdom, and the princess of the realm has found a secret way to kill it, and she's the one that holds the key. This seems like it is going to be a standard YA story, but I've heard that it has a really great twist, and I really love this cover. Plus, I got this book for $1, and that's why I have it. I don't know. I'm excited to jump into this. I've been staring at this cover for months, and it's calling to me. Up next, I have The Beckoning Shadow by Kathryn Blair. This is a fantasy story about a female boxer, and she has the power to make people's worst fears become a reality. She doesn't like to use her power. She likes to win her fights on her own merit, but she has no control over this magic, and during a fight, she manifests it, causing a whole slew of issues. This sounds really unique, and I love the idea of a female professional fighter, just because that sounds so intriguing, and it's a sport we don't typically see in fantasy. Usually it's the football, baseball, soccer, the big ones. So I'm intrigued to see how the sport is handled within this fantasy series. Or it's a fantasy standalone. The final book that I have on my TBR for August is The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh. This is book 2 to The Wrath and the Dawn. I loved The Wrath and the Dawn. I gave it 5 stars last month, so naturally I am jumping right into book 2, just because I've definitely missed the hype when this came out. I understand it's been a huge book for years, but I finally made it. I've finally gotten there, and now I need to read the second book. I've also been devouring the webtoon, which I highly recommend if you like the book. It is so well done and very well drawn. So I'm just all things The Wrath and the Dawn right now. And I'm obsessed. So that is my official TBR for the month of August. I have a good, vast array of books to read, and I'm really excited to jump into all of them. So that's going to be it for today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, with the occasional Sunday, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye!